Hi and welcome to Trade with Rai. So now we will be analyzing the charts and we will discuss the Nifty weekly outlook for the next week on charts only because there are no new developments happening. India US trade deal has not happened yet, which is in discussion. And the second thing was the Bihar election, the second most biggest thing for the markets, for which market showed a positive surprise, but nothing much happened. There were no levels broke. Nifty didn't close above 26,000 and even GIFT Nifty did not close above 26,000 even when the results were really good. So what's happening in GIFT Nifty is looking really bad. So there are two things. First is this level, if you see. So if you look at this level, the first time when Nifty reached to somewhere around 26,430, not Gifty, it's GIFT Nifty. So I can't show you the Gifty chart directly because of the SEBI rules. So we are discussing the GIFT Nifty. So this was the first time somewhere around August 2025. Now, if I'm looking at the second time when GIFT Nifty touched this point, 26,340, even that time there was some resistance. Now we are considering, if we are considering this as a double top, then we are in a big trouble. But until 25,300 is broken, we are in a very good positive territory. Once this level is broken, then only you can think of shorting the market. Till now, you should trade in some ranges, that is somewhere around 26,100, which is a very good resistance for Nifty. And if Nifty is taking a support somewhere around 25,300, then we should think of buying there. So this is how GIFT Nifty is looking at a weekly level. And if we go and check the returns for the last week, so we have got somewhere around 1.44% return. And on monthly, Nifty has not given much return in November. So if I look at the monthly returns, it's not even 1%. So it's 0.25%. Even though we still have, before our expiry, we still have some days, like a week and 2 days. So we will wait for that. And nothing much happening globally. We are just waiting for the trade deals. So going to S&P, let's take a look at S&P. This is looking really bad after the shorts people have put, like Michael Burry, and how people are perceiving the AI bubble. So looking at all this, you can look at S&P also. It is looking so negative. See, take a look. It has given a negative return of 1.55% in current month. Let's take a look at weekly. Monthly is way too much. So weekly, what's the pattern here? Looking very negative since 3 weeks. So there is a short build up here. Now look at Nasdaq, how Nasdaq is falling. Amazing, like 3% in a week in previous week. Then this week also there is a bearish structure. Now let's take a look at France. So here France is also looking like a triple top. So if I draw the levels for you, let me just go here, take a horizontal trend line, and let's see. So if you see here, look at this. Now what we have here, 1, 2 and 3. So we have three things, like three tops made, and now you can see the fall has started. So what's next? So just let's take a look at, okay, so let's take a look at Bitcoin. If you look at weekly charts of Bitcoin, it's looking horrible. So now you know why I told you in one of my shorts that Bitcoin is going to be the main reason of crash all around the world. Bitcoin, and the second will be AI. So now that has started in some way. You can take a look at Bitcoin and understand, and whole world market. Like if you take a look at Japan also, Japan is hitting all-time high on weekly. If you see, It's going all-time high, but let's go to the daily charts of Japan and see. Sorry, not Japan. We are at Singapore. Even Singapore opened gap down. If you take a look at these levels, Singapore has also like started dropping. Let's take a look at South Korea. This is the main AI hub where all the chips are created. So where chips are manufactured and supplied over to all the world. If you look at this level, 4090 level, you can see how this level is decisively broken on Friday. Now things are looking horrible now. Okay, let's take a look at gold. So gold has never been such volatile. How it's going up from here to here. Let me draw the levels for you. Okay, let me draw the trend. So if you take a look, so gold has went from here, then it dropped, took a support where the buyers came in. Again it went up, took a resistance here. Again it has started falling. So we will wait for this level, $3,949,000. So at this level, if gold is coming again, you should look for a support in Indian market also. Okay, let's go back to silver. Let's see silver. Same pattern, just like gold, same pattern in silver also. If you see, there was such a huge rally, resistance, started dropping, a lot of buyers came in, sellers pushed out. Now again it rose, it has started falling already. Now let's wait for this level. If it comes and take a support here, it's a good time to buy silver and gold, because if the economy is going into recession, the US economy or any other economy, like if US is affected, all whole world is affected. So that's the matter right now. Okay, then let's take a look at US dollar and INR. It's trading well right now. It's all-time high, so nothing, we're not putting any pressure on USD as such in Indian term. But look at crude oil. What a good bullish setup here. I told you in the last week that crude oil will spike, and now that Ukraine has attacked on one of the oil refineries, so if there is an attack in Russia, that means the supply must be disrupted, might be disrupted. So if the supply is getting disrupted, you are going to see a good level. If it crosses this line, if you see, it's a line I built long ago. So if you take a look here, crude has been falling since this level. From here it has fallen huge way. So let me draw this for you. So you see here, one, twice, thrice, 4 times it has fallen from this level, and now it has started to rise. So we'll take a look on this on Monday, how crude performs if crude is going to cross this level. Let me draw the levels for you. So somewhere here, $5462. So if crude oil futures on MCX are going to cross this, then you should consider looking at this as a fly high price in crude oils, and that will not be very good for Indian oil marketing companies. So you might consider looking at Reliance then. Okay, this is the story of crude. Let's take a look at Hong Kong also. Okay, so it has also started showing the signs of bearishness. Let's take a look technically. So once, twice, thrice, so triple top. Okay, so all the markets are showing the same things, just like making double tops, triple tops and all that. Okay, last but not the least, so let's take a look at Indian PSU index, how it is performing. So Indian PSU index on a daily basis, if you look at this chart, how well it is going. So if you see, it's just holding these levels every time. It is only once it has crossed here. If you see, it has crossed this level, but the next day it did not follow up. So I am looking closely at PSUs because there is a PSU merger coming in. There are some rumors. So most of the people say buy on rumor or sell on news. Or you can do the opposite also. Sell on rumor and buy on news. So most of the people who have sold on this rumor at this level, this current level, they will buy somewhere. So if you look at the history, let me show you the history of PSUs also. So here, if you see, when first time the highs were broken, let me take this as a high. So first time when the high was broken, just see how many shorts were created and how PSU index fell. It has fell 15% in a day. Amazing, like 15% in a day. I can't imagine like if it starts falling from here at this current point, like where we are, where all the resistances are there. See, if you look closely, there are a lot of resistance. Let me go to a smaller time frame. Let's take 30-minute time frame. If you see how many times it has tried to cross this level. So even I'll draw another a range for you. So let's take a look at this range. 8,389 to 8,420. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, and this is the third time this week it didn't touch, but now it is showing some signs of bearishness. So in the next week I'll look closely at this. If this is going to fall from here like this and take a support here, so I'll look very closely to this, and if it breaks this level, then I might see a like you might see a very drastic fall here, or it might be opposite. If it crosses this level, you might see a very good spike from here. So I would suggest take a close look at Nifty PSU Banks index. And as I always tell you, I'm not a SEBI registered research analyst. So please, before taking any trades based on my advice or my suggestions or my analysis, just take advice of your research analyst or take advice of your investment advisor. Thank you. And if you like, or if you find whatever I'm sharing is knowledgeable for you, or you have learned something today, go and subscribe my channel. Because if you want to learn, if you want to make money, if you want to have some winning trades, you should have knowledge also, and that knowledge you will be getting here. Every week I'll be coming and giving you something for the next week which might help you in making some money. So go and subscribe the channel. Thank you for watching.